your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Gunshot with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way. Adjust the habits, politics, politics. It doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. America, come listen my show. On the corner me you bring come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the economy you bring come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP.
All who never know, get with it. Say if you see a girl phone about her, it's just a habit. Let me say good evening and thanks for joining me. My name is Damian Phillips. You call me DP, and that's my initials. Yeah, Damian Phillips, and you can just say DP. Let me say good evening to you and thanks for joining me. I just got a message before coming on. Original Portland. Um, she messaged me on Facebook. So if you want to get in touch with me, it's easy to do. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. Yep, TikTok. So I think I've experienced some attack. Um, hey Simone, how you doing? Because I noticed that two of my videos, I got notification from TikTok saying they went against the community guidelines, standard, whatever they call it. I did what you call it. I did inquire about it, and they have released it or released them, but I am not able to go live on TikTok tonight because I got a message that says that um, my permission has been revoked because my contents does not go along with um yeah. So that's that. And I'm trying to find my own YouTube channel to share it and not seeing it. So somebody that is watching right now, can you please um send me the link for my show? Yeah, that's a good way to test if people are really watching. Can you send me? Oh no, I find it. Never mind. DP live. That's all you need to put in because somebody called me this evening. And like, I can't find you. I found you last week, and it was very interesting show, and I can't find you again. Just type in DP live, and you should be able. I shouldn't say that, you know. I should have said how much I'm a friend them. I gotta really send me back my link. Yeah, cause I realize, you know, a long time I no burn no fire. Some people are send me some help for other people's stuff. Some people may not no interest of watching because I'm of the opinion that if for some reason I am getting off my head, I said that and remember Philip Henry talking about this Rasta that say, listen man, I hear everybody talking about this person is getting off them head. But that is where I would want to be off my head. I don't want to be on my head. Because if you're standing on your head, it's something not really right, right? But yeah. But I believe that if somebody is not being sound mentally and you encourage their slackness, see there, one time producer, you're damaging that person. And I am not a psychologist, but I believe that I want to wonder. I'm wondering if it's just social media that is causing people to behave a kind of way or something is really wrong. I don't know. Because I realize people now, it's normal to just come and say anything you feel like saying on social media. I was listening to, I think it was Zip FM last week. Was it Zip? No, it wasn't Zip, you know. I think it was RJR Saturday evening. And the presenters, they were saying there are some times when you see some story pop and you know but I even check it out because I think we saw it with Iactane, him they tried one something because controversy sells. Um and if people like bad things, you know, it's just normal for people to gravitate to negativity. And so I realize now with the social media space is if you can tell people about their mother, then your thing shut. Or if you can't find the worst things to say about people, your thing shut and you have a lot of viewers, you know, and a lot of subscribers. But I always believe in um freedom of expression. I also believe that if everybody should think like me, so let me put a caveat there. 9 out of 10 times when I talk, even if it's when my if it's my opinion I'm sharing, I think I'm right. That's just me. And I think it doesn't make sense. I remember one time in youth group meeting, and did I say good evening? So let me start over. I just start chatting. Let me say big up and thanks for those of you joining me. Big up to my home, Vibes Corner Radio VCR. You can just Google that. And we have some awesome presenters over here. So if you want back good entertainment, the place to be is Vibes Corner Radio. And I'm also live on my YouTube channel, DP Live. That's all you need to put, DP Live on YouTube. Find me, share me. And I'm live on Facebook. Let me say good evening to all of you over Facebook. And let me say thanks to those of you who have shared the video so far. Um, yeah. So I remember we're at young people meeting, youth group, as we used to call it every Wednesday night. And they were thinking about, um, how to make money. Yesterday I was in church and I say, I wish there was a way that I can go back and calculate all the money we me give to church, like tithes and offering. Like, me just curious if you want to know. Yeah, church kind of remind me of Amazon. You notice that I think you can get it, but you notice that Amazon don't show you a balance. Like you can't just click on someone and so much money you spend with Amazon. Like no, that is by design because a lot of you would have freak out. That happened to me. I think I have one one balance was like $5,000, and I'm like, me know me not spend $5,000 the last month. So maybe there's some. I'll sort that out later on. But Amazon know that if they keep on telling you that you spent $400 yesterday, $500 a Saturday, whatever, and show that tally, you won't be as something come to your mind and you say, you know, I want that, and just click on Amazon and get it. No, you would restrain yourself or refrain yourself somewhat. But yeah, so I think church is like that. I can't recall getting a printout to say you gave XYZ amount. But as gone to church, you're giving it to God. So, you shouldn't really care. And you should give of your best. You have some church that preach that. You should give of your best, and you should give when it hurts, and you should have faith. So like how it's back to school and you have 7 kids, you know, don't worry about the back to school. Like if there's something happening at church, you have to just give them money the way. God bless you. Yeah, they have church who preach this kind of thing. But yeah. Um Let me stop. Let me behave myself. Valentina. Let me say good evening, and let me go ahead and drop this overlay. Flight voice gone, man. Flight voice gone. Who is flight voice? Oh, okay. So I guess I'm seeing a continuation of earlier when I clicked the live. Hey, it's always nice to see somebody that you know long, 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 long time. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah. Good evening, David. Angela. Good evening. Simone, where are you? Anyways, let's get down to it. So my name is Damon Phillips. Like I said earlier, if you're just joining, you haven't really missed anything. I was just here blabbing away and getting used to a new sound because I'm should have called him out and embarrass him. But I was forced to purchase a piece of equipment by a friend, and I can tell you this. Hey Sharon, good evening. When you have good friends and them have good things, they want you to get good things too. If you have a friend and you say them have them little business I run, and you go to them with a business idea and you say, something I think about this, and them might discourage you, and a friend that. A good friend want you to have the same or more. Cause something I always look on, if all of my friends them rich, then them not gonna beg me nothing. Or them not gonna ask me, why you can lend me 10 grand till next week. No, yeah, cause you're rich. Yeah. And I remember one lady tell me one time, say, I must fake it till I make it. And if more want care, have care friend. And big up yourself, Miss Karen. Yeah. She used to be my youth pastor at my church. She was my first landlord as well. Yep, big up. I name the kind of common, so I make sure you don't just want to say and then left it at that. But yep. I remember her telling me I used to ride bicycle in Port Antonio. And I remember one time she said to me, if you only keep bicycle friend, you will never ever get to a car or a bike. I don't know if she remember, but I remember. Every time anything nobody saw into my life, I remember it. She said, no. Me not tell us if you cut out all your bicycle friend them, but if you want to carry, you have car friend. Yeah. And I put that in my pipe and I smoke it. Yeah. I remember, I think I shared the story already. There's a very popular transport operator in Port Antonio, and his bus has been stolen several times. And I remember went on a trip, and him and somebody else from a church were just talking. Okay, the famous food place where we stop up a Manor Park, regular thing that country people are left down. And I was saying that I want to own a car. In fact, I think I was about 21, 22 then. And I said, I want to own a car. And I giving myself to own my first car by age 25, which I did meet my target. It wasn't a brand new car. I bought it for like 46,000. It was a 1989 Fiat Uno. For those of you who are my age or older will understand that. But yeah, but I did own a car. And they were discouraging me and say, oh, car insurance and license insurance expensive and car parts and all of the negatives. And I'm like, for one, bridging, how much time then thief your bus and you still go buy my bus? So long and short of that story, If you have friends or associates and they don't want you to have anything good, then you know say something wrong. Good evening to you too. It's not your friend that. Your friend should always be pushing you. Yeah. Friends supposed to do stuff like you work somewhere, you work how much years, and when you talk and them ask, you ask them say, so you getting a raise yet for the 5 years I did it? And if they say no, then supposed to tell you, oh, if you put the argument, come my friend, come learn this. Like most people when they want a raise, they threaten their bosses to say, I'm leaving with the expectation, which it happened to me. Yep, I was working at this place for 3 years and I plan out my thing and send me go to school now. And that is when my boss, I mean, I got a couple little raises before that, but that's when my boss was offering me more money to stay. And I'm like, so Bridget, you could have really pay all of these money all the time, but you did a all on it, which let me bring, because it's politics we're talking about, right? I haven't addressed this, or I can't recall if I ever addressed it. But the PNP has a talking point now. I heard it up to just before coming on the live. This young man was saying the JLPs are wicked. Basically, that's what they're saying. Because it's just politics gimmickry or whatever they want to call it. Why the government is running up and down and doing things now. So let's go to a topical point. Cutting off ribbons. Can the Prime Minister or the government cut a ribbon for something where not even conceptualize? So it's not like a groundbreaking or nothing like that. Can ribbon be cut then? And I listen and I'm like, this was my thought before coming into the studio. I think there are some people doing some serious injustice. It reminds me of the Bible that say, if you lead one of my children astray, it's better if a milestone be hung around your neck. You know, I think I can't recall when last seeing them. I think the Highway 2000 them did dig out the whole of them. But traveling from Kingston or from Port Antonio to Kingston, you normally see some posts similar to like a head post headstone in the cemetery here, and them have miles on it. So the Bible said that if you cause one of my children to go astray, it's better if that was happen. There are a lot of PNP, both politicians and just members, that they are leading a lot of people astray. And they're intentionally doing it. One is very famous, not calling a name tonight. And please remind me, Mr. Medit said that. He was saying, preaching that doom and gloom and that we're in recession, and wait till when. And I hear him every time somebody bring it up, even in my old course, him say, oh, statins figure me a weird pan. Me know I hear nothing from PSOJ, and me know I hear nothing from statins number them correct. And then when statin is not saying what he want or what he has been preaching, he's casting all kind of thing on statin now. And I'm like, I wonder how them people feel, because I hear other callers trying to call in and quote them and say, oh, but XYZ person say whatever. And then when the hosts who know him I talk about say, no, it's not like that. Them say, well, ask XYZ. Yeah. So what I'm getting at, I've been fortunate to be running business from I was about 14, 15. Mine is small business, but I know that. And my first business was selling winter fresh. Wrigley's? Yep. That was the first business I ran. And before I could buy the first pack for $80 run a pricky, run a market back, but I forget the $80 first. I can't recall if I was getting lunch money at the time, how much it was, but I had to reach a point to have that $80 to go and buy the first stock. And it was one. You know, the regulars coming out like a transparent place, but yeah, it was one. And I'm using that simple analogy to show that these people, they're disingenuous. And I think they are playing and preying on the ignorance of their supporters. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think that's what they're doing. Because if you ever work for government or with government, them have things we call procurement. So you can't just get up and spend. And again, the other day before them decides an election for call, although they have been calling for election for the last 5 years, They called for election during the pandemic, and when the election called, they're using it now to say the government is wicked because he called an election in the pandemic. Yeah. And let's not get into the whole thing to say that we practice the Westminster governance, which the Prime Minister him have the right, the power to call the election. But because it's not PNP in power, PNP want to remove that. I have a clip to play because Simone found it. I'm hearing now when people seems not to touch the white lady. I shouldn't say the white lady because that implies something else. I meant white rum. They're more measured. Yeah, they're more measured when them not do something or yeah. So let me clear up this first before I move on. I want to stick to script tonight. So for 9 years, that is the argument now from the PMP. The JLP is wicked because them in a power for 9 years, and why them just do things. I'm not a member of the JLP, so I'm free to share my opinion. And maybe JLP supporters now go and hear this, so mute on a radio or something. So I don't hear what I say, so I don't cost me. Because I don't want me like when numbers in my claim, I continue sharing, I don't want to come off. But it's like I'm gonna look at woman. Like you have something you have to do for impress her. If it's even take her out as on a nice date. Yeah. There are things that you have to do. And I think both parties have practiced this where close to election, them drop something. Remember the famous run with it? The minister may decide me nah call a name tonight. Think I'm doing good. The minister of finance then, when he was warned to say, no, you can't do this. You have to be financial prudent. The man's response was, I have an election to win. So run with it. We will do the map up and the sweep up and the whatever we need to do after. But that was a PNP administration. So the PNP now find nothing wrong with that because I feel them people do that. What them call it, bolo work. Yeah, bolo work was a thing when them gish each it out. Christmas time and close to election or whatever. So am I saying that some of these things aren't by design? Or not have an owner answer. The reason why Andrew not call the election yet is because him have some more something we need to put out here to say, me do that. Yeah, him have some more ribbon for cut. Let me say it because I thought cutting off ribbons was a good thing. And if you not build something, quoted the Prime Minister, sorry. If you not build something, you can't cut ribbon. So you think if PMP did have ribbon for cut, they wouldn't be cutting ribbons? I thought that was a good thing. So you can tell when some criticism is not genuine. Because if the only criticism is about, cut too much ribbon, and you just go over a place and cut ribbon, then it clearly shows that it is effective. Just like with the bus. Them not drop it, some not drop it neither. Just like with the bus, there are still people calling in programs, and I wish we could go back to the days when you comment something and you think about it 50 times before you comment. Up to today, some people attack me on I think it was under the Observer page. And I'm like, I don't ever care because I think I've moved away from going back and forth with people. But, there's something called algorithms. Yes. So the more you actually indulge with people, is the more people get directed to your thingy. And so I do it from time to time. But I saw a complaint. And the complaint is, and I'm paraphrasing now, public transport operators are upset because the government had no consultation with them running to. I think as of today, JUTC is now operating from halfway tree to not to Montego Bay to Mandeville. So yeah, so operators, public entrepreneur. So me say yes, man. PMP still thinks that them own Jamaica because again, Let me jog your memory. Everything you hear them say, even the Portmore becoming a parish, what was the argument? They did not have any consultation. And when it was put to them that no, we have been having ongoing consultation, well, it's not enough. And there's this misconception that consultation mean agreement. There is nothing nowhere that says the government have to seek permission from the PNP. But we have seen it time and time again where the PNP act as if they own Jamaica. So when I've said that now, somebody run up and need my comment and talk about and everything a politics like that. And I'm like, you are so dumb. Because it's a government that decide that the buses are now going to run to Manchester. And I am of the opinion, because I can't hear something I know say no go so. I'm of the opinion say that is a kind of PMP thing now to say, yo, because you're the line, and maybe it's because me kind of follow what I go on. The line is the school bus are gonna mash up the public transportation. And remember, the party leader for the opposition did say them all bus there, no, and that are the right thing. What them I go do, and I heard one caller say something the other day on radio the other day, and it makes sense. So the PMP proposal, which I tweet this, one of them spokesperson did say them share none of them plans until the election is called. And you realize now that everything that they're saying, and I made a comparison today, because as can to them, Anne-Marie can't talk. And whenever Anne-Marie talk, again, me I gotta be truthful. She like public speaking is not her thing. I was proud of her last night to see that she never have no paper, no book, no tablet, no phone, no nothing to talk. She was just talking. And I'm going to play a piece of clip for you because that clip was very, very powerful. And she never itch, she never stutter. She said what she said, and it was clear. However, I'm juxtaposing that to this so-called bright man that every single time him talk, there had to be clarification. Him they come out and say something the other day and him own a party leader come and say, yo, them actually, not party leader. The party put out something saying, yo, we're not dependent with them, him depend him own. So I heard a caller today, and as I said, I have clips to play. Supporting, and I should ask it as a question. So I know I have some teachers watching. Are you guys ready to spend more hours at school and not going home to your family? You know, if you do your picnic them homework where your student parents them not doing. Are you ready for this? So that's the proposal. However, they said the other day that the PNP or JT, something about JT and supporting PNP and PNP supporting them. I noticed that I don't hear a pin drop from JTA PMP now saying they're going to extend the school day. So after them said they're going to extend the school day, hear the correction. No, it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be the. So why, if I'm more intelligent than you, why every time when me talk, you can't say no? Every time you talk, maybe you make you use has when you should have say have, that kind of thing. But the message is clear. But when me, the bright one, talk, either me myself or somebody else have to come and clarify. Why? Me not understand. It shouldn't be. You are the bright one. So everything what you say, everybody should just get it. Nobody no, you shouldn't need to go around the country to present the clarification to what was said. So like I say, I want to hear from some teachers. Are you prepared to spend 2 more extra hours? Let me jump back to the bus thing. So the PMP is now saying they're going to give $500 per day, and They don't like when you criticize them. They don't like when you ask questions. They like to ask questions or their statements, but they say it's questions. So they say they're giving it to 20,000 family. So that number includes, say, what if I have 3 kids going to school? 3 children. I don't like the kids think because they're not good. Or it's just going to be a one-off. I'm going to weigh out the benefits. So if the opposition form government, they're going to give you, or they're going to give 20 families or household $500 each per day. Right? That is the proposal. So right now, I think somebody said the bus fare at 250. Don't quote me on that. I don't live in Jamaica, so I don't know. Right? And the opposition is planning on doubling that. But it's only 20,000. Look at that as a and as according to Mark Golden. Oh crap, Mr. Minaka. As according to the leader of opposition, he's going to give it to the pro box them. Right? So them are gonna make the pro box them carry the same kids that they used to tell, say, no schoolers. Make it make sense. Yeah. Them same one used to say no schoolers. And their proposition is to give the money to them people to carry our kids. How is that beneficial to the country? And the minister mentioned it because, again, I don't want to sit here and pretend like everything is perfect. The minister said that there are something like 800 and something rural schools. Don't quote me on that either. So these 110 buses will only provide transportation for 200 and something schools. That is transparency. That is clear. So it's not every school. But I still believe 200 and something schools covered is better than 20,000 household. So this is the clip I was alluding to. Don't play yet. Make we bring you up over there. So when them talk, the bright people them talk, somebody have to explain it. I'm like, oh, my guest just they nice to you, they don't say nothing to me. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, pleasant. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm there go and count down the days cause I gotta take a trip to Portland. We need to see what I go on for the ground.
It sound like you want to go vote. I vote you go vote.
No. So we vote
Why you ball out no? Why? Me not understand.
no the vote so the election call
No, you trying to call Sunday I come.
Sunday I come. So I guess I'll be there to hear what I go on. So you know, everybody I jump up and down like in a call.
So me glad you mentioned that. But me have one clip I want to play, and then we got to that. Because that yes a while ago is very, very, very important. All right. That thing you flap me over here. So we are going to play upon something else. Because yeah. We are use new broadcaster today, no brother. So
Me see what I go on.
So make we deal with that and then come back to this guy. I guess.
Hmm.
So over the years, the prime minister choose for call election when him feel for call election.
Right.
That is the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Just before coming on, I hear a man calling a radio program and he must say, him want fix election because the whole heightening and everybody depend tension. And me I say, so the host said to him, but you really think that would make a difference? Because I just like if somebody know when them are go dead, everything with them it's one do them are go do,
Right.
And it are go create this whatever, because I would have been the same thing if you have a fixed election date. Coming up to the election, people are going. So what happened is, and the Prime Minister said this last night in Buff Bay, and I believe him. The Prime Minister said, because PMP has been campaigning since 2020, you know. And let me correct something while I'm there. Anne Marie won 2 times. She won the by-election in 2019, and then she won the general election in 2020. I think I said she only won 2020. I didn't remember that there was a general election and there was a by-election prior to that. So, just for clarification, last week I made a mistake, and somebody said it in the chat, because listeners them very sharp like that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it good when it can be corrected, and
yes, yes,
you make notes,
yeah,
and then
man.
you make sure say make the people then know say yes, me make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, so thanks to the person that mentioned that. So PMP has been campaigning, and I love to use analogy as a no blazer. This is when me feel say happen. Me feel say me who is a non-athletic athlete decides say me I go run against Bolt, and Bolt say, yeah man, yeah, we are gonna run a race. And me now start run before Bolt even reach the track, you know.
Yeah, practice, yeah, burn out yourself.
That, this is why they don't like you, because that I go up on TikTok. This is why they don't like you. Yeah. So them are burn out themselves, and that
Like
is
this.
exactly what it is. They're right now, them fatigue.
Wow.
So every call you hear them, I say, just call it and done. So now they're flipping it to now to say, the Prime Minister is scared. Now, Blazer, if you put on one party, which you normally do every March, right? For your thing,
Birthday party.
birthday party. You can play if you choose to play, and you not have no slot for play. You play when you want to play.
When
Now,
you
so you
want
go.
to play, yeah, of course.
All right. And you play as long as you want to play, as short as
Yeah.
you play. And me say, if you have some selector, you say, me no want to play none at all, so you go. Me just want to
Right.
party with the people. Them. Right?
I've
So
done it before.
they don't have that luxury to call the election, but them a say the election for call. The election for call, election for call. Call it, call it, call it. And the last time, I have a clip. The last time when them big feet and when Andrew drop it, JLP won 49 seats and they only could maintain 14, and it's 14 Garrison. The 14 seats were more them thing. And there was a prediction. I think the polls that passed. But he was predicting 50 seats. So by right, it should only be 13 for the PNP. And Lisana barely hang on. I think I bossy by 11 to her seat in Senate. So it nearly be 50 seats. And then beg for it. And them same one come back and use it and say, look how him call it in our pandemic. What make you know one call it now? And guess what?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
I then clear for say the man then go for all old people in a wheelchair and people we are dead
Yeah, me a rumor that say in a West Portland then go for one man as the man reach back and yard in dead and all kind of stuff. Right? But as you saw a while ago, you say, right, like, them can't decide when it call. They can't have ball feed from now till a morning. The Prime Minister, I him alone, can call the election. So why not just wait? But me here say the money I run out. That is why the party leader have to cost one bad word, because I borrow one PA system. You know, the money run out, so then get a decent system. So when it might need a work.
So yeah, tell me say now. Seeing big PNP can just have a system buy and put on for when they want to use this. Like me as a DJ, thank God me not have to depend on politics and all kind of things. Me make sure me have good microphone, good stand. As you can see, I have multiple equipment the writer, so me I work pan right now. If you just make sure so me dey on top of my game. So when time I need to use a system like this, cause I told. So you gotta tell me say in a them party then I have somebody we responsible for them microphone and them PA system and then thing they like.
See, I am not reporting. Me just a repeat of me ear. Me
Wow.
ear said the money I run out.
But,
So not even a microphone need to work properly.
that's the cheapest. So all money for run out per microphone. Don't tell church pastor in a church have the microphone and the sound
And
system.
that me a telebrage in me ear say I borrow goods. Like maybe one man have one sound and he say him a PMP to and him say you know can't use this. That's why they might need a work.
Sure.
That's how me ear. Me don't know if I true, but that's how me
That
ear.
can't even make sense, but sure.
So why they might need a work, Blazer?
I don't know. Maybe technical difficulties. You never know. Maybe the battery did run out if it was a cordless mic, or maybe the wires was faulty. Something. You know what I mean? Maybe the
I hear.
speaker chip out or the amps or whatever. I don't know.
So me here say the man them money a run out. So this is why them a ball for the election call. Also, I one of them thing there. Like if you apply for a job, which me not even know if you apply for no job, because you're always self-employed. But out of the person who are gonna do the interview and they want to apply for the job, which one of them nervous and just want then call them and make them get figure just do the interview and done? Now this somebody want look at job.
Of course.
All right. So the interview him know the question them ask, he know exactly whatever, maybe him have to line up one office space for you. So all of these things happen. And I've been there, me go up, and them tell me a time and me go, maybe 15, 20 minutes before and them say sit down and waiting and all my nerves them start rock. So right now, PMP I get boomy. But them I try play it off as like say no, it's not affecting them. It is affecting them. And guess what? So we're in our July. I hear one of them say up to over the weekend say, I cannot believe that we are at the end. We have the end of July and the Prime Minister still in a call the election. But once bitten, twice shy. So let me give you some history, Blazer, because a lot of things, as me say, you know, follow, but me follow it. So I think it was the September. Bruce Golden did step down because the whole Dodos thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the first time Andrew Holness became Prime Minister. And PMP was saying him need to have him own mandate. So him need to call the election. I have been saying this before. Maybe it's the first I'm going to say it publicly, so it's going to be recorded. I thought Andrew Holness called the election too soon. I was talking to a labor rights, I think last week or the week before, and him said, no, call the election or announce the election date. No means that the election did have to call right there and then. And when him say it first, me never really get it. But he was saying, when them say, yo, him need to announce the election, Andrew could have announced further down in the year. Because I think they would have one more year left, a complete year for run the election. But Andrew called it must be 3 months after become Prime Minister. And he lost. I remember like yesterday, he called it in Manchester. And Andrew learned to Blazer say, I'm use analogy with woman all the while. Yo, I'm what my son learned this already. Yo, you can't be 200% honest with woman. Because when you say the right thing, then we say, then we use against you. I like me, I tell Blazer. I look some company on that, so I'm going to get stolen. Is he in?
Yeah.
So this way Andrew, hear what Andrew say. Brace for the bitter medicine. You remember the argument there?
Mm-hmm.
Brace for the bitter medicine. And then PMP then twist it and tell the police them say, them are going to cut their salary and freeze it and them are going to lose their job and like that. And me here say civil servants say, oh, no, you must be mad. Lose my job and sit inside so then get voted out. Marcus has money, but he's not spending it on Jamaica. But Simon, they don't know that, man. Me here say, yeah, people in them constituency will not even have toilets. So, him no one got Portland. Me don't know if you hear about that to Blazer say. The man, me don't know if you know this place around above Bay. Like I go up in a valley.
Mm-hmm.
Where some people live by like as some sun. And the Prime Minister wannabe say when he farm government, he might go dump up the swamp and make people then live on that. 500 house. 500 or 5,000. Don't buy that money running out. All right, remember read this. Don't buy that money running out. They are upper St. Andrew donating to them. Well, this is what I know about some money people, Then we put on fundraising and then the whole of the money go towards where them say
Part
it a go to.
proceeds.
But so hold on, let me ask you something, and this is not for your Blazer, okay? You don't know them something here. When Peter Bunting did challenge Peter Phillips. Can you recall him stating that PMP broke and how them did even owe arena, and when them did for have them conference, them couldn't have it, him have to write a check for pay for them use it. Mark Golden never in a party then the time they the money. God bless you know this. Rich people not spend their money, so you know.
No, 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 no. Charity,
Yeah.
and then they use the charity as tax write-offs, and them have them mind game of them use.
Cooper, so hear what them say, and I may believe that because I could hear the difference. There was two microphones. It sounded like even the selector did a check one and him not check one. The recording that we end up hearing was the recording from the camera or the phone
From a phone.
that
Somebody
was doing
record.
that recording.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. So it was going in and out for real. It was going in and out. So yeah, but we're going to come back to this politics, Blazer. But I want to ask you this: when last, or do you normally travel on your Jamaican passport or no?
Not since I've transitioned to being
Gotcha.
American.
Because I heard this conversation on Beyond the Headline RJR a couple of weeks ago, and the host asked, I think there was 2 or 3 lawyers, because there's this rumor, I don't know if you saw it, but a couple of Sundays in January, this African man was in New York in JFK. He went live and saying, "Oh, Ghanaians or other Africans, you cannot leave America with your Ghana I was supposed to license passport anymore,
No, that is true.
and then come back with your US
No, you can't.
with your US passport."
All right, but there is always a will and a way. Now, if you leave on your past country passport, all right, I'm gonna use example. If me use my Jamaica passport and go to Jamaica, seeing me can come back America directly with me Jamaica passport because of visa na in there, or me can use my American passport.
You just say you can't use the American passport?
You can't use the American passport to come back. You have to either
Since when?
Since maybe about like 3 years now, I see them to really start to enforce it because I had a friend that this literally happened to.
I want to talk to that person. Call him and me talk to him on the phone now. Because after last night, me I tell somebody say nothing no go so.
May I tell you?
As me say, that's why I keep on hearing the brother send more video. The first video him start with, I don't know if you saw it, was with this footballer that live in England. He's British. Him go Ghana on him Jamaican passport because his British passport, as him, was lost a couple of weeks before, prior to traveling.
Right.
And he tried to go back to the UK, and them said no, him can't go back because again he went to Ghana with his Jamaican passport, which as a Jamaican you don't need visa to go to Ghana.
Right.
But Jamaicans need visa to go to
England.
the UK.
Right.
So I'm saying couldn't go to the UK, him couldn't get he couldn't go to the US or wherever, and he would have to get an emergency passport, which may know that. But I don't want to tell a lie, but I know that I have used my Jamaican passport since I become a citizen. I remember landing in Jamaica, and this is why I decided that I'm personally may not do it, because I'm not spending longer than a week in Jamaica anymore.
Right.
You know, me rich then we know me can go to Jamaica for all a day. Because rich people alone can do that in a place like that. Come on, you know that. You when you're rich, you have to go to Jamaica for like a week, you know, and make it and then try soak it up. But you know, we can't go to Jamaica for a day now and come back.
Tear you up with in this done.
So but yeah, so the cost the I think it was the immigration officer or custom, one of them, I think a custom. She say, what's your address? And I say I'm a returning resident. No, me say I'm a resident. And she asked me something else, and then I say, why that woman here give me a hard time? And then she said, what's your occupation? And me tell her HVAC technician. And then the two will laugh because me not do HVAC at Jamaica. And she said, see, and then she explained to me, she said, listen, if you're not come spend more than 2 weeks, you don't need to travel by your Jamaican passport.
Right.
Because the whole thing about using your Jamaican passport, one is you get for going on nothing to declare line, which me no business what line me going on, me not have nothing to declare. That's one. Two, they don't give you time in your own country. Because
Right.
as a Jamaican, you can't get only 2 months in your country. But I remember that video again, and when some people went under the video and tell the man to lie Mattel, because they were trying to paint Trump as Trump is causing this. And
No,
that's why I asked got to ask you a while ago.
no, no, no.
Because you say it's 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. This. A lot of these immigration rules are there. You understand? But a lot of them can be side shadowed. They don't have to be enforced. But ever since Trump started him little antics, everything start to be enforced. Now for the immigration officers, them are not born American. You
So
can
me could
look at,
correct this, because that was one of the arguments with the brother sent to me. Simone, they no longer stamp passports, baby love.
yes, and now when you go into Jamaica, you can digitally sign in and then give one
And
small.
I don't talk to immigration for nothing anymore
Right.
either. Me get me thing, I'ma walk up to the
You
camera
walk
and the
up
door
there.
them just
Yes, that's
open.
it.
I'ma go
That's
about
it.
my business.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So they no longer stamp no passport.
Yeah, then I stamp the passport.
Antonio is happening.
I must you want stamping on your passport.
Right, you can. Because I went to what's it call it? I went to Canada last year and I was talking to the border patrol and thing, and me I say stamp. Me, I'm like, I miss that because me used to like my old book, I'm going and count me stamp them, and say,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
how
whatever.
much country
So
you got, yeah.
I him actually take up the stamp and say, if you really want it, I can stamp it. But
Right. It's not necessary.
see it there? PMP Brock, Arise United money. Me like when me say something as code and people pick up, Me like bright students. Yep. What make you think, and this is politics we gonna again, Blazer, why you think the hardcore, the original PMP comrades them just quat and are really loud? Why you think that's
Boy, I mean, no, no.
Let me tell you. It's because you see the front runner them where I see a claim say them are PMP. They are not PMP, they are Rise United.
What the difference? Yo, God no.
All right.
God, the
Let
Rise
me,
United something a mad mean like
let me simplify. Let me simplify it for you. And you see, that's why I like have you as a guest. So when Peter Bunting the challenge Peter Phillips, because PMP love tell upon themselves, I have a clip and I can play it because every time I see it, I say, boy, this a man, I'm sorry, say him dead. Because him tell them saying this was a PMP man saying nobody, then can't package Mark Golden to nobody. Worse when they couple it with Dayton Campbell. Nobody now buy it. So rest in peace, Bossy. Because I wish you did there if you see your word come to pass. Tell them tell upon one another. So Peter Bunting was saying, I look like I want me have guessed my call people name because I do well before Blazer company show,
yeah, yeah. Well,
Peter Bunting and them did I say nobody now go vote for Peter Phillips. Peter Phillips into too lame and whatever. So they mount a challenge. So there are two camps. Campaign did run and everything, So there are two camps. One was the Rise United, and then they'd have one PNP. So the Peter Phillips people them was one PNP, and Peter Bunting supporters
was Rise United.
Rise United.
Oh God.
Mark Golden and Peter Bunting are big friend from DG and B. You're supposed to be old enough to remember that group there. Right? And even with Mark right now being in this position, I push him get pushed in that position. Because if Peter Bunting had won the challenge against Dr. Peter Phillips, right now Peter Bunting would have been the leader of the opposition.
Okay.
There you go. So this is the clip.
Rip, does anyone know what caused his death?
Me no know who in a Jamaica una go sell Mark Golding to. What shoppers down at Coronation Market wouldn't even buy him. If you put him on sale, they're not buying. Remember me tell you that. And when you package him with Dayton Campbell and Angela Brown Burke, Packers shoppers are going elsewhere to shop. The package they can't sell.
All right. That's a PMP. That is a PNP. So as I was saying, them love tell upon themselves.
Well,
And
it come like PNP have a history of fighting in them own camp.
yeah, man, because again, let's go back in history. Remember even when Portia Simpson get it? You remember that?
Yeah.
All right. Even when PGA did get it. So there's always, but they love to polish it over and say, because we're a democratic party.
Mega use one simple narrative, you know?
Mm.
And I want to make reference to even your mentor. And I mean, remember there was two candidates in the party that wasn't in full agreement with him being the representative of his seat.
And that would have been the two outstanding, long-serving councillors, Wayne Mackenzie Prospect Division and
Yes.
Dexter Rowland
Yeah.
Norwich.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like them have bad blood in a them party for a long time, which I think them need to fix in a them yard before them come out a road. I think we need to see more unity in a for them space. Because in a these times where not no hide, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No hide nowadays. Everything the outer road. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When in a transfer from pillar talk to people, knowing people that know people, to bitter people that's been in the organization, I feel like so them now gone away and then they just start come out and talk a lot of these things, and them just need to fix up that in a them camp. And I
Yep.
mean PNP when them did inner power, them do some good things. And I mean, cause PGA parties do some whole heap of good things for Jamaica.
So we have some clip for drop. If you're just joining DP Unfiltered live on Vibes Corner Radio, yeah, so with them. My brethren Blazer there. I did invite a PNP for come talk. I mean, I see him, ask him if he want join via phone or make sure him.
Hey man, then tell us you're stinking, you know.
Good evening, Damon. I'll be joining via phone. All right, so I'm gonna make a phone call. All right, so I'm just say this. I'm gonna join
Alright.
via phone.
Don't be think now.
Please resend the video. All right, me I got call you. So that means the show I got extend. This because I want to get off by 10, you know, but yeah, we got extend. I don't know if you saw it, Blazer,
Yeah.
but the member of parliament for East Portland last night called up some names because, again, for sure the infight. How can you have members of your party who have a lease on government beaches, but you're saying the next administration is going to make beaches free to Jamaicans? No, you don't have to pay nothing for going in. But you have people in your party who land
Look,
pan
this kind
lease.
of business there. Yeah. You know,
Oh,
and
oh,
that's why they notice me say a while ago there is a lot of things happening in their camp where them need to fix. Them
so let's hear the member of parliament with PMP say can't talk.
To the entire Jamaica, Portlanders and everybody. Gone are the days when you have to go behind a bush to use the bathroom because we have put structure and order in Blue Hole. And I want to tell you something. I hear arguments about Boston Beach and I want to clear it up here tonight. The People's National Party caretaker for the Fellowship Division has had the lease on Boston Beach for over 9 years. The Prime Minister has announced that Boston Beach will be one of the beach that will become a free beach for the people of Jamaica. And you know what Colin Bell has done? He has taken the government to court to keep himself on the beach. And yet they're trying to say that we want Boston Beach for myself. I am calling on the leader of the opposition to take his caretaker of Boston Beach so that the people of Portland and the people of Jamaica can enjoy it once again.
You hear that, sir?
Yeah. And that's why I say certain things. Hey, yes, it's certain action. Every action have a reaction, you know. Like
Mm.
honestly, I remember the state the Boston Beach was in. I mean, I gotta tell no lie, cause you have to give Caesar what due to Caesar.
Mm.
It take money to manage a place. You understand? You look for
Right.
Winifred Breach, or it kind of run down.
Yeah, man.
You believe say if them did a charge and like a $200 for go in there, maybe somebody would have like a, you know, for rake up. Even although people is
But
down there,
they don't charge, but they ask for a
yeah, them
contribution.
ask your contribution, yes. But those are the same people ask your contributors, and them are the one where if the sun need if sweep, if the weed in need for if it seaweed then grow up too much, and them same man down there clear it out and I
Mm.
clean it up. You understand? And
Yes.
and those things take money. Cause you have to buy one rake down a hardware.
All right. I think my other guest is joining. You're hearing me, Sir Lindo? Sir Lindo.
So Linda, wait for forward.
I'm gonna try
But
call.
as me say, them thing they take money for take care of one place. And which part Boston Beach was 10 years ago versus where it is now, the beach look clean and good.
Right.
And the place look catered for. The bathroom system are run good. And other little facilities is there. Me not think say a charity do that. I
So
to be some
I hear you, and I remember, and every time when I hear there's a host on a station that seems like they're PMP sympathizers that I listen to because I like to hear PMP talking points, and he's one of them that believe that the beaches should be free. You shouldn't, no Jamaican should have to pay to go on a beach. And every time when people put forward that argument to say, but check all of the free beach, them run down and you know, a good washroom facility and all of these
no
things.
water,
And
fresh
his
water.
point of view is, which now I'm inclined to that. You see, just like how PMP want government for just give away money. Yo, me a some clip, you know. Me a call about that guest then a little bit. Want government for just give away money and do this and whatever.
Yeah.
Use the money for do them something there. So, like for example, look on Emancipation Park. How much we pay if you go in Emancipation Park?
Zero.
And isn't it well kept?
Well kept.
So why that cannot be done to Boston Beach?
But you know, I was going to add something to that because at the end of the day, seeing in America, beaches, rivers, lakes, parks, them run by park division, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after we tax money, go to the park division
All
and the
right.
park division make sure say them have workers and people getting a salary. Some of them not really get a salary. Some of them get a stipend.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure so them get these jobs done. People that if you check ID, if you check your in, you know what I mean? And if you're from an outer state, you pay a one little park fee. You understand? And the money they go towards the maintenance of the place. Why Jamaica will love follow America? Now have them kind of division as set up. Saying so when time bus load of people left from one place and come. We know say this bus load come from XYZ. We can look on the vehicle and say XYZ it come from.
Mm-hmm.
And you charge everybody one little small money. But the locals or the local people can show them ID. And when you're locals, everybody know everybody because it's a small community. So if you see a man come in on the beach, you know say him live around the road, I live up the road, I live down the road. Because the place small. And I like
Right.
tourists they all
But that's what I'm saying is I hear people who come with the argument to say, cause them rush me wicked, you know. The other day it just dawned on me, cause you know you have some annual events like a birthday party in March. You hear much plugs that you get now one show.
Yeah, yes, yeah, big up.
um yeah, so annual party, you just know say and you just feel it say, even if you not see no flyer, me know this must happen to you.
Right.
Yeah, so year to year party, and when you not see no flyer drop, you say, yo, what man, you make two call.
Yeah.
So, children call me stink and crow bait. I couldn't call them, but it dawned on me say, but me da normally da Jamaica and then anytime anyway. So I put it up and I asked what happened to Jerkfest this year.
Mm.
And I was told that this thing's supposed to connect over here, so I don't know why not connect. I was told that none not go on this year or postpone or something to that effect.
Wow.
Only to hear a clip now saying that JLP make no Jerkfest not go on this year. And them a try take away the beach. So this is why Miss Vaz say what she did have to say. Let's try this again. Caller. Hello. No, so this still got up, you know.
Well, if the government want to develop the beach, Valentina, if the government want to develop the beach, I don't think even because this person leased the beach, that should stop the government from doing them have plan. Them supposed to work
No,
together.
but the Prime Minister saying, and this is it, and this is why I want to play this clip. I soon call about Mr. Lindo. This is why I want to play this clip. Because both the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition saying that them want to make beach for free beach access. But how can the Prime Minister know? And this is where the argument coming, Blazer, because the person with the leaser, or leasey, whatever them call him, he's saying that him can't talk about it because it's in a court. Maybe should have played that clip the first.
Oh, wow.
He's saying can't talk about it because he's in a court.
Larry, I'm on live, so if you want to talk on YouTube right now, then you can talk. If it's a private call, you have to call me back some other time. Larry Roberts, talk to me, man.
Propaganda mayor.
Eh?
Propaganda mayor, Sebastian Beach closed. It closed?
No, Boston Beach is open and it's open every day.
All right, cool. Then I'm going to know that because I'm going to personally tomorrow to make sure say open that we can tell some people abroad.
Boston,
close,
as I said to you, we are on public television
all
right now on Portland Spice TV and YouTube. Boston Beach is open to the public.
Yes, Shaka, monsieur.
Admission $500 per person. Children under 4 years old free. And we are open 9 to 6. On weekends, weekdays we are open 10 to 5. Yeah, man.
But you know, funny enough, you know, it's like a long time I go Boston Beach because I don't remember me paying to get in there.
Your showerman say.
Are your name Blazer?
Well, I know that too.
A court.
Yeah, election, every day you know about more election. We don't get it.
Then we must get it.
We don't get it. I'm not going to drop they don't get it.
Andrew want to bring a dictatorship on us in Jamaica. Andrew don't
no
want
dictator,
to call
no.
the election. That's what he wants to do.
He's not going to call. Soon. We don't get it. Call
it, Andrew. Call it. And Marky G will sound the trumpet.
Marky G.
Little more sure, man. Because some of them are going to prison when this call. As I hear Showerman say, it is now a court issue. So we can't really share the details. But some time ago, I had an interview with Andre Stevens. And he had asked me some questions. So if you can go back and find that interview there, you can get some information. But as soon as time permits, I will be giving you all the information about Boston Beach. But just make the court case run. And then I will open up and tell you everything. Me never capture no way. I've been there legally since 2016. But the people them we attack find out how much government land them have and how them get them. Because all who attack have government land in them possession. But it's pure bad mind, them bad mind. Because they can't get high and high if you bow. High and high, go bow. No.
Wait, are we finding sound effects?
It's tight. As I know it. And I'm going to tell you something this morning.
Company machine.
Because I'm going to show you when me say because you know bow to people.
All right. So, Blazer, if this man take the government to court, why him never said that?
Outright.
Why? So I play that. So let's hear the minister. I mean the MP again. Let's hear the MP.
Gone are the days when you have to go behind bush to use the bathroom because we have put structure and order in Blue Hole. And I want to tell you something. I hear arguments about Boston Beach, and I want to clear it up here tonight. The People's National Party, caretaker for the Fellowship Division, has had the lease on Boston Beach for over 9 years. The Prime Minister has announced that Boston Beach will be one of the beaches that will become a free beach for the people of Jamaica. And you know what Colin Bell has done? No. He has taken the government to court to keep himself on the beach. And yet they're trying to say that we want Boston Beach for myself. I am calling on the leader of the opposition to take his caretaker of Boston Beach so that the people of Portland and the people of Jamaica can enjoy it once again.
Talk about the confusion. Hear the confusion now, Blazer. I'm going to play for you confusion.
To buy a house, you will get a grant, non-repayable grant that is free money for you to buy your house, to pay down on your house so that you can become an owner in the ownership society that the People's National Party wants to build. Monarch, the overseas foreign monarch, and have a local Jamaican as our head of state. But we must also have our final court being an accessible court that the people of St. Thomas and the people of Jamaica generally can access if they need to find justice through the final court. And right now, you are denied that because the current arrangement is fundamentally inaccessible. You have to be a multimillionaire to take that case.
More, me guess help me with this. Blazer.
Yeah.
How much plane tickets Sean Storm and Carrier Jones and Mr. Palmer buy if you go England? What do you for them Privy Council case?
I think 2.
None.
Oh.
They did not go.
No, you mean for themselves?
Them never go.
Them never go.
Mark Golden say we cannot go to the Privy Council if we go carry we case because we have to have visa and we have to be a multimillionaire. Which is a lie.
You can't just go as your lawyer represent you.
So continue.
Then Vibes Cartel and Sean Sam never lock up in a jail.
Go there, and many of us can't get it. So that is the wrong system, and we must.
So Mark just say many of us you need a visa, and many of us can't get a visa to go there. Brethren, you are a British citizen. Why you can't? Well, him right. Because you can't get a visa if you are a citizen for a country, not true?
Because you already have access.
You're right, boss. I take that back. I take that back, sir. You said the right thing. Many of us can't get a visa because they can't get one either.
Because that is a practical issue, not just a symbolic issue. Access to justice is fundamental. Not just a symbolic issue.
So,
access to justice is
hold on, man.
We need to ensure that both aspects of our sovereignty are repatriated to Jamaica when we go forward. And we will look at things like fixed election dates because we can see the way the Prime Minister has been going on and all the uncertainty and frustration it is causing across Jamaica, where everybody is just anxious to get it over with and change the government out and move on. Fixed election dates would solve that problem. And if the people of Jamaica support it, the next PNP government will pursue it. And for those NHT for at least 2 years. And
a bunch of promises being made. It was online. A bunch of promises. He's saying that if you're working and you're under 35 or at least 35, you're going to get free money. Remember, I just spoke about the free money, Blazer?
Yeah.
Me prefer government use my taxpayer money and make beach access free. So me can just go down to one beach and me can get good bathroom, just like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how I prefer. Then I give people money, and then them have this thing now him talk about the rent to own. So he's saying if you're a DJ or a hairdresser or pan chicken man or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have a rent to own system where they might give you 6 months to prove to them say you can pay your
You're right.
mortgage.
You're right.
And after that 6 months, then you will
Then
be
go towards.
you can get for by the bro. Yo, I do some dog whistle that. I tell them and I tell the people them say, yo, PMP, I got just go no free place for live. Me have a problem with that. I don't know if you were on the show that time, but a couple of years ago, I think it was 2017. When I'm a brethren, big up, me not call a name brethren based on me, I say no, but him not live in America anymore. But I said to him that I was in total agreement with Carson. Remember, Dr. Carson did say him not believes that Section 8 housing to be comfortable because what that do is it just turn people into generational dependent on the states.
Right.
I am in agreement because Blazer, me don't know if you have the experience, but the people them when now pay for them water take the longest hot water shower,
Yeah, man. That
The
running
people them
man,
when
right?
now buy toilet paper just roll off, roll off, roll off, roll off, roll off.
I'm careless.
The people them when I buy toothpaste just squeeze it fine at the middle when good amount left in a tube, them take it dash it, we say it
Yeah,
done,
change.
Yeah. So when you have people where them no business because every month them get so much money upon them EBT, them call on people and I say, yo, you know, nobody want 100 for 50
We
or
buy.
50 100.
Yeah, them sell it.
So I was in agreement, and the brother was upset with me to say, you really a support a Republican. I mean, I said, no, I'm not supporting a Republican. I'm supporting the point where the only thing I wish for happen, I don't know if I go see it. Remember, said Trump say, he might go make overtime tax free. I can't wait. Because when I work some 50 something hours blaze, and when I look on the deduction, I'm like, a tax me I work for pay. Yeah. So the prime minister in waiting, as how PMP put it, the want to be prime minister, is saying, "Im go just give us some free house to people." But he has been calling for free beach access. But I'm saying how hypocritical is that, Blazer, where him have and somebody send me, but me don't know of it, so I'm not gonna call a name. And Marie Vaz call name and I'm reporting. So I'm not saying you can accuse and you notice I'm not talking about no allege. I'm gonna do the allege something there. I am I am a journalist now reporting on what was presented on the JLP stage in Buff Bay last night. The member of parliament for East Portland stated that Mark Golding, she's calling on Mark Golding, which is the leader of the opposition, to take him caretaker councillor off the beach so the government can fix it up and turn it into a free beach where we can access. Yeah, that is what the member of parliament say. So, may I say again, Blazer, how this look where the party leader, something else, let me ask you about this. You have any good friend in Jamaica who are teachers?
Yeah.
You know any of them would want to extend their school day by 2 hours?
None. They would
Okay.
want the shorter.
So the opposition spokesperson on education saying they're going to extend the school hours by 2 hours. The school hours by 2 hours. However, they're in what they call it now, cleanup mode. So this is what one of the PMP told
classroom of
radio
40.
today.
You might find that 10 students in there. I have 15 need this attention. I want to, the government is going to pay these teachers to stay and help these students. You know, Mr. Morris, that's a win-win. It's a win for the student, the teacher, and Jamaica. You don't have to bad about that. Don't say anything bad about that. And I know
I love to hear the perspective too from the teachers, from their own experiences, and from the teacher association, their thoughts on this. In terms of if they believe that would really help the situation. At first blush, it would seem to me that it would, but it requires the kind of insightful understanding to say those who are actually in the system to say, okay, this is what is required, or in what shape or form. You see where I'm going?
Yes,
Yes.
and I believe
On the
that. I
face of
believe
it,
that.
if there's more time is good. The
Yes,
question
I
is
believe that
how
further
it's
down the
going
road, is if it's fleshed
to.
out in the correct way. And
Okay.
listen, man, I know because me, your teacher already. I'm going to tell you something. You see, this school in Clancarty. Clancarty was one of those schools when they performed good one time. And I have seen where those teachers, the principal, Miss Hazel, what's your name again? I don't remember her last name.
So that caller is a PNP, and he's saying that the opposition now is going to go to the street and flesh it out to the people. Them. And I was saying before you came on, Blazer, why would the PMP have such a bright person, spokesperson, and when him talk, them have to come back, come flesh out? That no means there's something right, Blazer.
Anybody at all, if me come and tell you a story and then me have to come back, come try to fix the story, to make the story when me just give a while ago sound like a factual story, then anybody gonna look for me and feel like me a liar. You know what I mean? So as me say, remember, on a long time days, this we live in, information they right in front of you,
And I'm glad you said that. On that note, so Henry Lindo, he was supposed to be my PMP guest.
Yeah.
And I thought I was having some technical issue with my new board, but he has posted, so I'm going to read it. He says, I refuse to be a part of your nonsense. Your presentation is bound by gross misinformation and a dangerous attempt to fool your listeners. What's that? Slash viewers?
Yes.
Slash viewers.
Listeners / viewers. Yeah,
Right.
the sentence correct.
So the last few times I've invited Mr. Linda to my platform, it sounded like one tracing match. He's one of them that every time in command, the only thing he repeats constantly is Andrew Fakali election, Andrew Fakali election, Andrew Fakali election.
Yeah, man. Andrew Fakali election. So whoever feel like say them have the winning seat. If PNP feel like say them are go win and them confident. Andrew Fakali election for sure. Call the election, Mr. Prime Minister. So we can see what go on.
But I would like, and this is why I always say, and what time is it? 7 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm going to go at 7 in 7 minutes time.
Okay.
I am displaying my phone number because I want any PMP to call me, including Mr. Lindo, and tell me what are the gross misinformation that I've been presenting. Because apart from me and Blazer just a sheer opinion, may I play clips? So are you saying you're defending your PMP comrade if you say no, it's all right for him stay up on the beach? Because I'm going to read a message that I got from a PNP today when I put it to them. And the message says, and it's a hack. I want to find it because I want to find the hack. The person said, because I send the link with Mrs. Vaz saying what she said. Please educate yourself and your unlearned MP that under the Jamaican beach control laws, all beaches are free to the general public. So she's not celebrating any achievement now or to come by her overreach and uninformed grand announcement. So I said to the PMP person, please educate yourself that a fellow comrade is charging Jamaicans $500 at the Boston Beach gate. So the PMP person responded to me and say, lock him up, full stop. So I say, can't be full stop. That's sweeping the point under the table because again, I send the member of parliament stating that Colin Bell, the PNP caretaker for Fellowship Division, have had Boston Beach under lease for the last 9 years. And because the Prime Minister announced that Boston Beach is one of the beaches that they want to turn into a free beach to the people of Jamaica, just like what Mark Golden is calling for, we're learning now, because I didn't know that. Of course, one little birdie did whisper, but
I want
they
to
don't want to
push the
report.
Frenchman go free too.
Me never did want to report that 10 times. Me did want to wait till when somebody come out and say it. So the member of parliament said the comrade carry the government to court. And this man is one of them persons that were talking about Andrew this and that and I carry more government to court and all of these things. Blazer, me sick and tired of it. And maybe it's a reason why Mr. Linda really not come on. Because me just think so them hypocritical. And I think there are some despots and there are some other adjectives. When them do something, I hear a man call on radio program since day. Let me play that clip. Arguing that Mark Golden said, and let me pause right now and say condolence to the Webby family, passing of Dan Webby. So the person was arguing with the host to say, oh, them care one little something where Mark Golden say. That is the cussing of the bad word on stage.
Mm-hmm.
But the media not carry. Say last night he was at a political campaign and say he want a minute of silence for. And listen to this rubbish. Listen to this.
Person is ill-founded.
I don't
If it were, follow me, if it were that you were saying the media did not report on anything the opposition or the opposition leader had to say on Mr. Webby, but we were reporting on him cussing bad word on the stage, and that is one thing. But I'm saying that's not so. The coverage did include the opposition's position and statements about Mr. Webby. Your point is that you think we must report what he said on the party platform, and I'm saying that's not necessary.
What I'm saying, Dan, what I'm trying to say is that when somebody says something good, the media, to me, the media should highlight that at least make a reference to, well, the leader of the opposition at a political rally ask the people at the rally to observe a minute silence from Mr. Webby, right? In the same way, they could have fixed out what the man say in a voice, in a thing, term when no one nobody to hear.
We are going around in circles, and your position seems to be that because Mr. Golding cussed bad word on the stage, and that was reported, that we must be running behind Mr. Golding and reporting something that you are saying is quote unquote good. And I'm saying to you, we already report what the PNP had to say, what was about their tribute to Mr. Webby. We don't need to report it twice, which is what you are calling for.
We will agree as usual on this point.
That's fine.
I don't say if we can pick out the man cuss bad word, why we couldn't pick out the man say a minute silence, you're a great man.
We're going in circles.
That's my position.
We're going in circles. So we leave it there.
That's your opinion there. You're free to hold that up.
It's not my opinion that we're going in circles. That's a fact.
Oh, man. Everybody entitled their own facts, you know? Not their own facts. So,
No,
anyhow.
yeah, you're mixing up the saying. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, not their own facts. But I'm saying to you, the fact that me and you are going in circles on this issue is not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of fact. We're saying the same thing repeatedly. That is going in circles. So it's time to bring that to an end.
All right, then. Okay. All right. Have a good night.
And the same to you as always, Metro. All right. Yeah. So, Delroy in St. Ann. Delroy, what's on your mind?
One more caller.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I have a concern. The election campaign is eating up. And it looks like something happening at the 80s out here again.
This is another lie being told by comrades.
Don't you think the delaying of the calling of the election is like putting fuel on fire?
First, I would say that I think you're exaggerating. We are nowhere, not even remotely close to 1980. I understand that was a troubling period for people and they use it as a benchmark to say, let us not go back there. I absolutely agree with that. But let's not compare what is happening now with the 1980s. Come on.
No, but when I
come on, it's not comparable. It's not comparable. Come on.
We can only hope say it don't reach to that,
1980 and MP actually got shot and killed. Come on. It's a completely different climate. Is what is happening advisable? Is what is happening what we should be having? No, but I'm not gonna exaggerate.
So is it impossible that you don't know that it can reoccur?
Nothing is impossible, and I don't know everything. But I'm saying to you here on this day, the 28th of July, 2025, where we are today cannot be compared to 1980. That's all I'm saying.
I think they should just call. I think the Prime Minister should just call the election and over and done with it.
On that point, I agree with you. Totally agree with you on that point.
And here comes
Tired of
Orange.
foolishness. Call the election and make we get on with things.
But me don't know why I'm afraid of. And in claim same I do so much good things. So why I'm afraid of?
Okay. Now your orange shirt coming out, your orange flag are come out now. I can't pretend to know whether Mr. Holness is afraid of anything or not. All I'm saying is that I agree we want to get this thing done and over with.
The orange flag that come out. But
yeah, man, your orange flag that man.
No, because I want to say. But
yeah, I mean, exactly.
If you are doing good things, and you are going to do an interview, and you confident you can pass the interview, what make you not go do it?
Because he wants to make sure he's giving himself the best possible chance, and he thinks running out the time is giving him more chance to catch up with or pass the PNP. Clearly.
Oh, so that means when timing call it then. And timing call it then, if he lose, he's not going to disappointed.
I cannot answer that.
All right, have a good night.
And you too. All right, 7-3.
I honestly believe that some of these people who call in and very vocal is not the brightest of the PNP. Because those were two PNP supporter, Blazer. The first one was saying the media should have carried the 1 minute of silence asked for by the leader of the opposition because the media did a carry saying Cospadwood. That makes sense, Blazer?
It makes sense how media work. Media media needs something to share.
So, dog bite man, that no carry. Man bite dog.
Yes.
If it bleeds, it leads. We know these things. We grew up and we hear them and their facts. And then you hear man mix it up and about, oh, you're entitled to your own facts. No, sorry, you get it wrong. The next caller now, you hear him started out with the same argument. Things say better if you call election now, whatever. And I'm like, that's the part that I don't get. I wish the election was, I'm being honest, I wish he did call already because I feel like one more president, Andrew Holness is going to send in retirement because I'm already retire Portia and Peter Phillips. And if Mark Golan, when Mark Golan lose, he won't be the member of, he won't be he won't be the president of the party anymore. So I think, as somebody earlier say, Mark is just a placeholder for Bunting. Because again, even if Mark lose, Peter Bunting supposedly have a safe seat now, which I want him to get a whipping down there too. But if him win, then he's going to be the thing because Mark can't run again. Yeah, you understand that, Blazer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think Peter will want. I don't know, because if Mark win, this is highly unlikely. But if he wins, him still can't hand it over to Peter Bunting, because remember that Bruce Golan didn't hand over the Prime Minister to Andrew. Some comments here, and I like this, Marvin, like this suggestion. Crawford could have asked retired teachers to work with students on selected weekends to facilitate. It doesn't have to be weekends. It could be during school hours or even after school hours. Like when them used to charge, which my mother never could afford.
And if I used to have lessons after.
Evening class.
Yeah, evening class, right.
Yeah. I would love to know about the misinformation. Exactly. But you see, this is how PNP do. They create them straw man and then try to
yeah, one more if you don't know DP. Because honestly, sometimes it feel like you get PNP a hard time. Remember, you have good people in a PNP. You understand? You have to be diplomatic about it. You know, we know the bad always outshine the good. But a
Uh-huh.
lot of these people that are having things to say, them just a say because they can't say it and then get one platform for just say some things and expect say people dumb enough like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we can't fact check certain things and
So you
can't.
just swallow it and run with it.
Yeah, it's like rum talk. If
Yes.
me come from foreign and tell you say I be a big ship me work pan a foreign, you never got foreign yet. You
Mhm.
might see me take one picture with one ship it behind me, right? You
Right.
gonna believe every word that me say.
Mhm.
Cause me just a come from foreign and I tell us a foreign this and foreign that. But guess what? It's when you come a foreign, you start to remember some of the things that me used to tell you and you start pick up on it and I say, you know, so that brother I did lie.
Like, no, BC.
You understand? So I just saw it go. Anytime somebody tell you something, we live in a time where you can fact check.
Check. Yep.
If me tell you say Jamaica used to be 23 parish, you can go fact check it.
Mm-hmm.
If you see if I lie me I tell, or something did nearly go or something goes, or maybe you can't even come back and say, no, I never 23 parish. I did 24 or I did 22. Just I use some numbers.
Yeah,
All
man, I
right.
understand.
We don't want nobody beat we. So these things and times now, me like we listen and listen, me like listen like me
Yeah,
we
man, yeah,
make you
he's a good
talk.
listener.
Me make you talk 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and me just a listen to what you say until me see you cross the line now when me say you're bridging. That foolishness here chat right now. You understand?
Yep.
Uh, and,
So
and,
that's
and,
why
and
that's why I put up my number, although it's right at my name there, because I would want Mr. Linda himself or somebody else to call and point out to me where I'm misinforming my listeners.
no, but
And my viewers.
what kind of misinformation when you have the clips? If
That,
s- if you play one clip and the clip of Brother Gary upon it or
mhm,
Mass Joe and them attack a crocus bag or something with scandal and the people them a hear and a see the clip and it come out of the people them mouth where you say come out of the people them mouth and you repeat back what them say to the people them for make your point come across. That are no misinformation. That means say the person who did attack I give misinformation.
right.
So if I miss a golden did attack and somebody not agree with it, that means say Mr. Golden has spoken something that is not true.
Yep.
Same thing for anybody else, whether Miss Vaz, whether our
And the
prime
wellness.
minister, you know, really, me not really want to call out the whole of the politician name.
Right.
See, but some of the time now, I'm gonna tell you this DP as I read, Bridget. Sometimes you,
Mhm.
hey, you beat PNP with you beat them, anytime you catch them on the line, you whip them, you whip them, and it funny to me because I know you and I know the type of person you are. But you know, to somebody we are is just like you're gonna argue with some people, and some people are gonna say Jesus is black. And you have an next man over there to say, hell no, from me grew up a blue eye Jesus have with tall ear,
Mm.
tall straight ear. And the next man I gonna say, oh my god, tall straight ear and blue eye. And he live in Africa. Why couldn't he have blue eye and straight eye? Why couldn't he? And my God, or my godson. Why?
Mm-hmm.
None of them have one picture of him. The picture where we know of it was from a famous artist.
Artists. Yep.
And that just imprinting our because from our born at
We see
that
the
picture
calendar
there.
them every December.
Yeah, at that picture that we see.
Yep.
With the yellow over him head.
Mm-hmm.
I in a white clothes. So what make Jesus could in a black clothes? Remember I
Actually, it
said,
was a crown of thorn, by the way. It wasn't him.
well, hey, there's a lot of different types of
So this is what
pictures.
I want Linda to point out the misinformation that was aired on the live. Thank you. That is, you know, I'm gonna try call him one more time, Blazer. I'm gonna leave him
Listen,
alone.
yo, you're very
But
persistent. Man.
me I
Leave
gotta
Mr.
try call
Linda
him.
alone because
I gotta
Mr.
try
Linda
call
right
him
now,
one more time.
Mr. Linda, I'm feelings right now because
Me want call him one more time,
you
cause me
struck
want
a
hear.
point where
Me want hear the misinformation. If that just that you have to clarify. Me not no question for ask.
Welcome to voicemail.
Okay. That's all I want here. What is the
hey,
misinformation?
leave Mr. Linda alone. No Lindos was harmed on this podcast.
All right. Blazer, final word. Till next week again.
Prime Minister, please call the election. Please. Cause me want to see. Me curious. Me more than curious. Anyways, next week I gonna be Jamaica Independence. I will be attending all the functions for the independence. Me I make sure somebody at Jamaica for with Jamaica Independence. You understand? So
Yeah, so that's what I was told that he's making the whole holiday or something go over because the last time it worked for him. Because I can my prediction is election I got call for September.
like in a pandemic.
Yes. Because that did work for him, you know.
Well, listen. If Jamaica want to vote out JLP, there is nothing we can do about it. Call the election, Mr. Prime Minister. If PNP feel like them have a good chance, all hails to the PNP. The only thing me go beg each government is, after the election, whatever has been done, I hope whoever goes back into power or goes into power continue to make Jamaica great.
One question for you. You
Yeah.
think, and I'm trying to get a bite for TikTok.
Yeah,
You think we'll ever live to see Mark Golden become the Prime Minister of Jamaica?
you never know.
That will never happen.
You
They will
you
never live
never
to see
you
that.
never
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick.
That will never happen. They will never live to see that.
Ladies and
That will never happen. They will never live to see that.
Bada cat. Hey, Ibada, you need to get somebody for that bite, that sound bite there. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
But you
it
know,
not gonna happen.
we wish the PNP the best. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Enough for the candidates them have good things and good ideas. And more wish whoever wins listen to each side and capitalize and do what them think is best for the Jamaican government.
Mm-hmm.
See? So yeah.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you next week.
To set up a civic committee. And it's called a civic committee, but I made sure that it is full of PNP people. Deceitful. Because we have an agenda. Conniving.
Of these clips, every now and then I just go back into my archives, and play. But I am trying to find the one with the call it, Andrew call it. I
Oh,
want to
boy.
find that clip where this brother begging feet. In the pandemic, him have on him mask and everything. And him say, call it, Andrew call it. And when Andrew call it, them same one come back. And say Andrew is a wicked because Andrew called the election in the pandemic. He's a wicked man. Call it, Andrew, call it. You know, so I need to have that clip the pan, where I call it, fast draw. What I call it sitting there? You can just put your finger on it. Again, put it on a thumb drive.
Yeah, you need to have it on cue.
And put it in a one of my sample pad them where I can. Yeah? Just touch a thing and call it, Andrew, call it. Call it. We're ready. We're
Valentina,
ready.
everything started an idea. We know a country can run per ideas, but everything starts.
I love the idea that the person make earlier about utilizing the retired teachers. Because like I said, that could work where it could be even in school hours. So say all the first, cause you don't want to put them more than fresh too. So you see, they men and I think. I did in my classroom, I know how that go. You're not picking to learn nothing past 12 o'clock. Where's the one where they on shift? Because them have to carry water, who still a carry water. All of them something there. By the time they come to school and tired, that shift something there is a problem, So when you have the pin in them school all day and then you go extend, and as somebody alluded to that earlier, you go extend the school hours both for the kids and the teacher. Now burnout that you are set up for money at that time, teacher go left the classroom. And just by saying we're going to pay them, so I like so we just extend everything. Daniel, come here tell the truth, Blazer. You have couple when me work all one good at 10 hours, I'm supposed to work a day, you know. After I go 14 hours, I know I burn out and want go home.
Yeah, man, I want to rest now and
So,
tired.
so you think that they oh you're getting overtime pay entice me? No.
No time.
It don't entice me because me done like me alright with all 12 hours. Me alright with 13 hours. But when you reach 14 and 15 a galang, me hate all Saturdays. Cause me no feel say me feel work on a Saturday, you know. And when me do at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock and it look like you work, nah done. Me I say, yo, me know say me I get overtime, but that not entice me. So that is what going to happen to the teachers. And I was in the classroom. I want to think all of the time them when, well, them I never work for government yet. So I privately my work and get him money. So him just a look on if you say if you give additional hours. Me sure. You do what somebody alluded to it to say, you notice that the JTA and I say nothing all now. But don't be surprised if the JTA come out and say, yeah, you know, it's workable because me believes that the JTA is an extension of the PMP. So they will come out and support it. All when they know say they don't want it. You know, the next thing, Blazer, no PMP know say Mark Naga win to, you know. And you have PMP supporters, original PMP supporters, we don't want him win either. Just like how me tell us when they tell me a Portland say, before him vote for Shaka, him willing to sit down one more year in opposition. Speaking of which, me just say Alice a while ago. You see where the leader of the opposition did I do the other day? Them say, I tuck him in that tuck in his shirt. You see the picture?
Yeah, one time them say my scratches, yeah.
That's why I not like shaking in, brother. Yeah. But as I mentioned, that is something that I noticed the PMP have. You see something, and they're telling you that is not what you saw. Because somebody was telling me that some girl did a live and say, I tuck him in that text. Somebody mentioned it last week. I tuck him did a tuck in him shirt. And the person take the picture with him a tuck in his shirt. And me I say, the first thing come to my mind and somebody pointed it out. Me never see that man on the road in a tuck in shirt yet. So why it's so unfortunate that one time
shirt no.
when decide for talking in shirt, at that time somebody stop a picture. And then me sure
Mr. Phillips, leave the people them prime opposition leader alone. Please. Please, leave PNP Prime Minister alone.
Me that try search
come off of the ear now, man. Come off of the PNP them name now.
me that try search for the call it, add you call it, but me not find it. Yeah. All right, Blazer. We'll see other yard next week.
Yes. Yes.
Right, try the passport something I make me know, man.
No, me not try that. No time.
You not try?
Not try that.
All right, Mr. Coward.
I know somebody that did it.
Me not believe. You see, you're not even call the person.
Me listen. Me know somebody will do it.
As me say, me not believe.
Well, you don't have to, but me I tell you, cause me not chat not when I go so, bro.
Miss the Blazer.
All right,
cool. Enjoy yard for me, are you?
Me know you. Oh, you're just a comeback anyway. So what are you saying? You know, you remember you're rich. You was there for like 24 hours
a day, right?
Yeah.
All right, boss. Have fun.
And nobody never, send you back to Ohio or
go on up to Boston Beach and make sure they not charge you for going. Tell them to miss it.
Me I make sure I work with all of my action camera, them the GoPros and the drone, the 360s. Me I make sure everything I run.
So finally, production wise, all the microphones sound tonight because I've my condenser.
The microphone sound good. It was just a tad loud. So like,
should I tell me that? May I adjust it, bro?
Your speaker was like feedback.
Did I hear some ring?
But it's cool. It's better than last week.
So I was you know, I have me in here all of that. Cause in here the thing then, you know, but I'm
like,
let me use my monitors and see what happens.
Yeah. You know, it's improving. You know, it's
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Improving. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, Blazer.
All right, enough respect.
All right, that's DJ Blazer, and it's just a rap session with just reason. Blazer have this curiosity thing that me really, really like. Him share me input, but at the same time, him honestly say, me not understand this, confused where I explain. I don't have a problem explaining. People still coming at me and say, me not even have 5,000 views and whatever. And I saw a video this morning and it was very inspiring. This guy was doing, I don't remember what it was, but it was a remix audio, and he's saying, if I only like, the person was asking why you keep on posting and you only get 5 likes, which right now, if you're watching, please like the video. More on a like, more on a subscribe, more on a share. Please. But if it's just 5 person, which my numbers are more than 5, so I want to say thanks to those.
Well on. I'm a forward block. Sorry. So what the whole heap of vandalizing are going between JLP and PNP?
It happened every year. That's nothing new. I think it's a waste of energy to even have a discussion about it. Every year, posters, flyers, banners, clot get teared down, paint up and paint. It's not new. So when me I go waste my time and energy to about that, the only thing me I say, me don't want nobody kill themselves over a piece of cloth. Guys, that makes sense.
And don't
And
kill
I
each
joke
other.
about it, the video from St. Thomas, when me see, I don't remember if it's Glean or Observer posted first. I'm a comment on that and I say, yes, man, time come for clean up Jamaica, not dirty up Jamaica. You know that slogan there, right? Not dirty up Jamaica.
Right.
And people are having fun with it. And I'm like, because I was really being facetious. I'm like trying to lighten the whole thing. But the two sides them are complain. PMP are complain, say JLP are tear down then clot. And Labour are complain, say them are tear down in clot. So the two of them are tear down then one another clot. So just mark gold in them. Clot. Blood.
All right, me gone. Leave PNP president alone.
Right, say next week, me for come bash Andrew Holness.
Yes, next week Andrew Holness week.
I went bad cat there. You will never live it. My good Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness. No, Blazer, I'm being honest with you. Like, my Prime Minister, I think he's 8 years older than me. I think Jamaica is at the best this Jamaica has ever been in my lifetime. This is what I believe with all my heart. When me see, we get the same thing the other day when Dennis Strong was got the job and then about, we are gonna get Black Pan, Fatef, Lips and all of this something that we get removed from the list. All of the doom and gloom PNP are preach and I say Jamaica, whatever. Which this is my question to you, PNP. If Jamaica is so bad, I don't want to burn it down, I don't want to govern over ashes. Or let me say it properly, ash. No, Jamaica Blazer is in the best. I wanted a certificate the other day. And I said, me I go do this now. And the people then say, you can apply for it online, you know. You can't believe, say, if you want your birth certificate, you can apply for it online.
Yeah, yes, no. Okay. And that is a beautiful thing because back in days you could not do. You'd have to go around other places, downtown Kingston, down other places look like it in a Shangus right
now. Which downtown? You'd have to go to Punish Town, RGD. I recently had about downtown. Punish Town, you'd have to go to RGD. If you go get birth certificate and sitting.
No, I downtown me did go about 2000.
Yeah, I recently. Then that boy me tell us recently that brother.
Then recently 2007. You know how much years ago that, bro?
That's just 18 years ago, sir.
I mean, then you know how much people are listening to your program at 18 now.
You're right, but what me I say is downtown never so bad like when you have to go Punish Town. Punish Town is cruel.
Hey, me a come over your TVs.
Yeah, man. So the other day, when was it? March. Me lie down on my bed and apply for my Jamaica passport. I wanna tell me say Jamaica not go on with nothing. A party looking to be selected in a few months should have more than ideas. You must know if your ideas are feasible. That is not acceptable for me. I agree with you, Valentino, because something that I'm realizing too is that they don't have a cohesive message. Them not have that. It's like they're trying to just fling some mud on the wall and see where stick. So, like the other day, Mark Golden first run out and say, yo, I all bust them, yada, whatever, I'm going to give pro box. Everybody, every time I listen to it, I hear somebody say something when they did say, me say, yes. I remember hearing females complaining about getting feel up in a bus and taxi. And if you sit down in a boy lap where they never want to sit down in a boy lap and all of these things. So, that flop. Peter Bunting went on a platform and said, him now make him pitney them traveling than the bus there, which Peter Bunting, we all know, sir. I'm chauffeur driven. Hello. Your pitting and not traveling another bus gas school. We know that. So the buses aren't for your children, sir. No. And then some others keep on attack. Somebody pointed out the other day, them said, DP, I don't get it. RGD now in New Kingston, isn't it? Not that I know of. The last time I had some business to do at RGD, which 2 years ago, 2023, I had to go to Duke Street. So if RGD is in New Kingston, that's a new thing. Anybody can confirm that? Yeah. So them just a throw something. I heard, and when last on the year them a beat 28 bank account and corrupt and all of them something. I guess the survey done show them say, I'm not getting no traction with this. Like people tired. And that is it. PNP is tired because them realize say them not no messaging, nothing what them say. Because me not tell a lie. Them not get some traction the other day with the corruption thing, the IC thing. And it's like the longer it go out, the more we see say them not credible. The more it look like somebody just have a personal vendetta where them want to settle. Yeah. Look how them run out the other day and say, yes, property that linked to Andrew Wallace, whatever. And you get to find out the man relinquishing share and everything already. But somebody can tell Mark Golan, please stop telling lie about you have to have millions of dollars to go to the Privy Council and you have to buy a visa and you have to get visa. No, sir. Not no go so. Ask Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel never get no visa for guy Privy Council. Sean Storm Campbell never get none neither. Or none of them people that get them thing overturned. Stop tell lie. Yeah. And I wish that my comrade brothers and sisters will uno want power, me know uno if feel bad. Cause 2 9s are 18, you know, that I run from, you know. That 18 years they want to get that 18 love there. And that I'm afraid of getting back, you know. Last time we do the maths, I say 2 9s are 18. So if Andrew win again and do 9 more years, that 18-year streak that PMP did have. And on a serious note, I heard Pernell Chad said something last night that 1976, and I think it's maybe it's not, but I think it's the first I heard him talk of it or speak of it himself. And it was instructive because I heard such man saying that when him party win, people are going to go to prison. We remember 1976 when it was politically motivated. They made arrest of JLP party members. And I think this is dangerous to have the PNP threatening that when them farm, see clip here, not tell no lie. Let me play it. Let me play it. Play a clip, play. When they farm thing, they're going to send people to prison. No prime minister
in the time
our party should have the power
to
send anybody to prison.
Spending money, and we decided to manage the country so that we have money to give Jamaicans after a hurricane. Which party was making those strong and sensible decisions? Let me tell you, voters, you will be told a lot of foolishness and a lot of lies. Because the PNP wants power. The PNP wants a hold of all of the money and the resources that the JLP has come to put together for Jamaica. You are the ones who will have to decide. You are the ones who are the gatekeepers for the future of your own children. And I want to tell you, make sure that you know that if Jamaica makes the wrong decision, it will be decades before we can pull ourselves out of the hole that the PNP will drop us in. I can tell you that my father, who served this party for years, in 1976, he was locked up under the People's National Party government Babsy Grange was locked up under the People's National Party government, and several more. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to retain power at all costs. Do not play fool with your vote. Make sure that every single Labourite that is in this audience right now understand that we alone cannot win the election. We have to make sure that West Portland, East Portland, Southeast Clarendon, Southeast St. Elizabeth, everywhere in Jamaica, if you're a supervisor, runner, captain, indoor, outdoor, anyone who you are, get up, get out, get you and 10 and 20 people and go to the polls. Jamaicans, we choose Jamaica. And if we're going to do so, we must choose wisely. Understand that the future of our country depends on us. I look track record. Who can I?
Sound words, Pernell Charles Jr. And like I said, I just that I'm wrapping up, but that really after hearing, like I say, PNP people saying people are gonna go to prison and all of that, they've done it. Yeah, they've done it in the past where they lock up people just because of their political affiliation. We cannot go back. We cannot go back to those days. Up to now, me not hear Andrew threaten nobody about no going to prison and none of them kind of something there. Like Valentina just stated and I have it up on the screen. Same here. And what was the complaint from the PNP? Me hear bright intellectual people was complaining that the 3 hours was too long. They couldn't attack the speech. So them find some other stuff, which where are some of these talking points coming from? There are people who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and their attention span is very narrow. That is why they can't listen to a show like this, because for one, me not gonna promise you about me I gonna drop some mix up and you know who they might investigate for rhetoric, people like them kind of something there. You know, them ears cock up. You know, like when they go with dog and you see them ears flick up, yeah. People are attracted. So a decent show like this we can learn some stuff from. People don't really have a gravity. We know. But it is what it is. You know, you invite them to come and share their truth. And instead of come and doing that, you know, they're going to say, oh, you're just misleading people with your nonsense. Yeah, it's like other PMP that, you know, once, you know, I say what they must say, it's nonsense. It's them use every adjective to describe, which is, yeah, you know, they're famous of telling people what to do with their mother, like extracting vaginal fluid, them kind of something. But as I say, me not depend that with none of them. I'm not cussing nobody. I left them come on my show, come disrespect me. Finally, let me say this. I agree. Very good speech from Parnell. So somebody sent me a piece of clip today saying that some people say them sick and tired of the green people them a come the real them sure. So them set up them thing where you can't just comment on their page. You have to be a subscriber, which part of it a kind of lie, because the more subscriber you have is the more your platform will look and is the more ads you will get and all of these things. But I think, you know, when I listen to it, I say, these are the people who are trying to become government. And them have a simple little YouTube page, and them are going to say, no. Although they normally say, come with your views, we want to hear the other side, they don't really mean it. So again, a speech like that to say, oh, I've set it where on my channel you have to subscribe because too much green people are come over here or whatever. That mean, and then they talk about Andrew trying to set up a dictatorship. That mean a dictator thing you run. I was just about to say it, if PMP come over here and cuss me, and the most me I gotta do is mute your mic or just hang up the call or whatever. Me not cuss nobody, me not trace nobody. I am not sending nobody under them mother, none of them something them bigger than that. You understand? If you have to go stoop that low, that mean you're already down there. You understand? Now me not block nobody, me not restrict my channel, so you have to be a labor right to come over here contact. Me willing to talk to everybody. So on that note, let me say enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be here next week again, because you know our politics time, so there's always something to talk about and report on. My name is Damien Phillips. You can follow me on the main socials. I'm on X, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. If you're watching for the very first time and you haven't subscribed, or if you're watching for the 100th time and you still haven't subscribed, and if you're listening on Vibes Corner Radio, you can see my handsome face. Yeah, just go over to YouTube, type in DP Live, search for a logo that says lifestyle, and that's me. You can watch this night tonight show, last week show, all my shorts. Those of you who still like my shorts, liking them. TikTok, I'm loving over TikTok right now, and I try to be interactive because I believe in that. Man, I'm a superstar, so I will even respond to a couple of your comments, good or bad. That is, it's still what it is. But again, me not block nobody, not tell nobody if you do not with their mother. And yeah, until then, if you can't be good, please be careful.